this weekend, hundreds of people impacted by substance use disorder will walk to raise awareness and also end the stigma of addiction. The walk, hosted by Shatterproof, takes place this Saturday. It's starting at Chicago's Diversey Harbor, and we're really proud here at CBS News Chicago to be the media sponsor of this event. Joining us now is Courtney Mcken, Senior Vice President of Shatterproof National Stigma Initiative. Courtney, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Audrina. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate that you're here to talk to us about this. And can you tell us a little bit more about this Saturday's walk and just the purpose behind it?
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. So Shatterproof is a national nonprofit really working to support the nearly 49 million people who have a substance use disorder in this country and their loved ones, So we have a walk. This is one of 6 that we'll have across the country. It'll be this Saturday. It's free for anyone. And it's really a rally. It's to build community. So people say that the opposite of addiction is connection, and the walk is really a chance to build that connection, to raise awareness of this medical condition, and have people celebrate, the people who have found ways to manage their substance use disorder, and also to find, people who just understand, because a lot of people have lost people to this medical condition. So that's really the purpose of the walk.
Yeah, I went out in past years. It was so emotional, both in a really beautiful way, like you said, of celebration, of a lot of wins, and also emotional in the sense that you do really connect with people. The walk is actually called the Walk to End Addiction Stigma. And Shatterproof has some new data showing how people feel about substance use disorder and people struggling with it. Can you share what you guys found?
Yeah, of course. So Shatterproof launched the Shatterproof Addiction Stigma Index, which is a first of its kind tool to really assess what are people's knowledge, attitudes, and beliefs around substance use disorder. Specifically, we looked at some data in Illinois, and we saw that 73% of people who live in Illinois, they don't believe that a person with substance use disorder is experiencing a chronic medical condition. What then happens is people endorse things like, this is a moral failing, or this person is weak-willed. We also see that people they want to distance themselves with people with a substance use disorder. So you see here, half of people in Illinois are unwilling to hire a person with substance use disorder. Stigma really is a critical barrier to people seeking the support they need to manage this condition. And by raising awareness, by increasing people's knowledge through education, we can really help bridge that gap between people who have a substance use disorder and people who hold these stigmatizing views.
Okay, I was going to ask, how can we change that? So thank you for those tips. Really quickly before we go, the organization's name is Shatterproof. What does that mean? What's the significance of that?
Yeah, so Shatterproof was really born out of our founder's a tragedy that his family experienced, right? Substance use disorder does cause devastation in many families across this country, and Shatterproof is on a mission to really be that trusted guide and provide support for all of those impacted by addiction, so that we are shatterproof. We're not going to let this medical condition continue to shatter families.
Courtney, thank you so much for joining us and sharing more about this walk. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Audrina.
Well, again, the Shatterproof Walk to End Addiction Stigma is this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. from Diversey Harbor. You can learn more at shatterproof.org. We will also be out there, our team, in support. Again, we're really proud media sponsor of this.